Hello, my name is Tim Duncan. I'm Director of Athletics at the University of New Orleans. And 5 days before George Floyd was murdered, I was stopped. My wife and I were stopped in Newton, Massachusetts. Just 1 block from our home, walking to the store. We were stopped by 4 police cars, 6 policemen with guns drawn because we fit a profile, because I fit a profile. I wanted to take some time to think about that. I wanted to take some time to speak to our student athletes before making a statement. I know that it's been, over a week now since the murder has occurred, and I haven't said anything publicly. And I wanted to take some time to think about that. I'm disappointed in myself over the past few years in my life because I had begun to normalize these situations. I remember the talk that my mom and dad had given me about race and police, and from the time that I was a child. And if you're really interested in knowing how to have these talks with your children, you should pick up Sonia Whitaker-Gragg's book, Mama, Have You Heard the News? It's about race and police and how to have these conversations with your kids. It's an excellent read. But yeah, I'd had the talk, so I felt pretty confident that, things would turn out all right. And they did for me. But it's not okay. It's not okay that just because I'm a tall black man walking 1 block from his house that I'm pulled over and say I fit a profile of a murder suspect just because he was tall. And I understand the police have to do their job. Trust me, they do. But to roll down on me with the guns drawn when I'm walking on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon with my wife is uncalled for. And it's uncalled for that George Floyd had a knee on his neck for 8 minutes and I think 46 seconds. It's uncalled for that Ahmaud was running through a neighborhood. I'm a runner. I run through neighborhoods all the time, and someone hunted him down and killed him. That's not okay. This stuff has happened way too much. I'm pissed. I'm outraged. Again, I wanted to talk to our student athletes before having this conversation or releasing a statement. And I'm here to serve them. And I wanted them to understand my story. I wanted them to understand that this doesn't just happen to what is portrayed as thugs on television. It can happen to anyone. It can happen to your athletic director. It can happen to that woman walking right behind me. It can happen to anyone of color. And that's not right. That's racism. That's systemic. That's institutional racism that we have to fight against. And I promise that I will do better. I will do better for my sons and daughters. I will do better for the student athletes for whom I'm responsible for. And I feel afraid for our African American student athletes. I feel afraid for our white student athletes and non-African American student athletes who haven't had a chance to hear this story until now. This can happen to anyone. We shouldn't be marginalized. We shouldn't be systemically, racially profiled. We have to do better. And I promise you today that I will do better.